Hi, everybody. It has been a while since I was on here to do a card pull or card reading, and I just wanted to jump on this last chance in 2022 and wish everyone a very happy new year. Extend my gratitude, deepest gratitude for everyone throughout this whole year and who everyone I've been connected with in whatever capacity. I've met a lot of people did some additional events this year, so that's been fun. And there's a lot planned for next year as well. It's a great way to get out, meet people, and the events that I've been at have been amazing. The energy level, even if you don't want to buy anything or don't need a reading, just to come out and be in that collective energy can be very inspiring. So I'll just leave that there. um, I have a lot of things coming up this year, a lot of exciting things. And January 22nd starts the Chinese New Year, which is Year of the Water Rabbit, and that is a year of hope. So holding that in our hearts this year, for sure. So let's do this reading. So the first, this is just for the new year, like just for the next couple of days for the new year, just kind of a general theme here as we move through the start of 2023. And the first card that came up was Kiwi. And that was do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Um, so I have been doing this thing that my friend Susan Augenbaugh, who does tarot and astrology readings, I learned this from her when she was at the studio a couple years ago doing the 12 days of Christmas. And so in this tradition, you go out starting on at Christmas or the day after Christmas, and you walk in nature and get a message. And you do this for 12 days, getting a message for each month of the following year. And I've been doing this for several years, and man, I'll tell you, those messages are right on for each month. I just did July today, so very interesting practice. You can certainly start it now. Just to have your intention, like, oh, I'd like a message for January, or I'd like a message for February, and I write them down on my calendar, so it's good reference, as I move through and can see that. So, Kiwi, the walking meditation, even if you don't go out to divine any kind of message, just going out there and being really present, being very mindful. There's been so much going on in the world that we tend to scatter our energies, or sometimes we project ourselves into future. Worriers will do that. Anxiety does that. We project ourselves into something that hasn't happened yet. And so really when we're looking for answers and looking for clarity, the reason that everybody says, oh, take a few breaths, come back to yourself. It really is, it's coming back to self so that you can not only receive help and messages from spirit to divine that answer, but also really coming back to center. We throw ourselves off, and then now we're over here, and we're not making a decision, or we're not thinking from that place of our heart. So I'm really continuing to come back to the heart, continuing that mindfulness, and walking meditation, as Kiwi says, is a great way to do that. And it can just be a matter of slowing down your normal pace. So you really start to pay attention on that walk to your car before you go somewhere, or even taking a moment before you take a sip of tea or coffee or water or whatever you're drinking to really smell it, savor it. It's that mindfulness. So I'm really tapping into the mindfulness of the time. So the next card, is Surrender to Play. So I love these cards, Judith Orloff. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So this new year, I encourage you to listen to the Kiwi, the Surrender card, and really just allow yourself to resonate with that and that frequency of joy, that frequency of play, and allow that to go out into the world. There's a lot of worry, and it's not to downplay any of the seriousness that is happening. There's a lot of serious, really, really harsh, really challenging, horrible things happening in the world. And this isn't to downplay any of that, but it's to help create balance, help create balance in the world. And what we put out there is important. You know, it's important to acknowledge the what's happening and the horrors of some of the things that are happening, but it's also important to balance that, because there is still so much beauty and there is still so much joy, not only in the world but in people, in ourselves. And so allowing yourself to tap into that frequency and that vibration of play and going internal. So that is my wish for you, for this New Year's, the hope and gratitude and compassion for yourselves and others. And please stay tuned. I have a lot of really cool workshops coming up and classes. I'm going to do one on archetypes. I have a canine massage online this or next Saturday, next week, the 7th. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. Another animal communication class. And I've been really moving into some work with the oracle readings and as well as the shamanic practices, helping people find their doing power animal retrievals for people, doing journeys, private journeys, and energy work. It's been just amazing to see and help people open up into that world with them, and give them another guide, another helper on their journey. So and tips to help them connect in. So stay tuned for another video soon in the new year about tips for connecting in with your power animal. And if you already know your power animal, excellent. And so this might help you connect in even deeper. So thank you again, and Happy New Year.